Hello, my name is Janie, and if you clicked on this video, that means you are on the straps part of your heart mesh top, which is this if you don't know what I'm talking about, and you're a little stuck, which I don't blame you because I went way too fast. So today we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna slow it down a bit and just explain what I did. If you were one of the people that already made the top and were stuck on this part, I'm sorry this video didn't come sooner, but hopefully this will help the new people out. So today I'm going to show you the straps in the slower speed and then how to tie it together. The first thing you're going to do for your strap is chain 2. After that we're going to skip 2 and then double crochet. The reason we did this is because we want to start decreasing. So now you kind of have a slope. The next part we're going to do is just our normal chain 2, skip 2, and then double crochet. And after that first square, we're going to add 2 more squares. So chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet. And then again, we chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet. Now we should have 3 squares and then 1 decreased half square at the end. And we're going to decrease again at the other end. To do this, we're going to chain 1 and then skip 2 like we normally would and double crochet into the next pillar. Now this one you can kind of tell that it's a little bit sloped compared to the other ones. We're going to finish that by turning our work and then chaining 2. We're going to skip this one right here and then double crochet into where everything else is aligned. Now you can see that this has a slope shape, but it's over 2 rows. After this, we're going to chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet. We're going to do this 2 more times, so chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, and followed by another chain 2, skip 2, double crochet. And now we're done with the second row and we have a slope here and then also somewhat of a slope here. Flip your work and then we're going to chain 5. Then skip 2 and double crochet, so that's 1 square. And then chain 2 again, skip 2, double crochet to make another square. Then for the next one, we're going to do that same thing we did for the first row by chaining 1 and then skipping this area and double crocheting here. So now we have 3 mesh squares, but the one to the far left is starting to decrease like we did for the first row. So the next step would be to make this same slope by flipping our work first, and then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to skip over this 1 chain and double crochet into this area. Now you can see we have a slope over these 4 rows and we are done decreasing. So the next few steps are just going to be adding mesh squares like we've been doing. So chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, chain 2 again, skip 2, and double crochet. Then we're going to flip our work, and for the next few rows all we're going to be doing is making rows with 2 mesh squares in each of them. So to do that, chain 5 and then skip 2, double crochet, and then chain 2, skip 2, double crochet. After this, you would flip your work and do those same instructions, making those rows of 2. In the pattern, I wrote that there should be 6 rows of these 2 mesh squares, but this really does vary between each person, so I would start off by making 4 rows of 2. That way we have a starting point so that we can hold it up against our body and see how long we want the strap to be. Now that I did 4 rows of 2, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Okay, so when you're making this top and you're doing the straps, hold your panel up to your chest and make sure the neckline is sitting where you want it to sit, and just wrap the strap around and make sure it's hitting the top of your shoulder. If it isn't, then that means you either need to add more rows or take some rows away. And then the straps for this side are the same idea, just attach some string to start it. Oh, also tying the sides together. All you have to do for this is lay your panels on top of each other, make sure that the squares are lining up, and then we're going to loop together the 3rd, 7th, and 12th square. I'm going to demonstrate how I tied it on these 2 squares. So you put your yarn through, and then you're going to loop it around and tie a knot. Make sure the knot is a little bit loose so you can adjust it and try it on. And once you find the width that you like, that's when you can tie it more tightly. This definitely isn't the only way you can do it. I've seen people weave a long string of yarn through like a corset, and then also just single crocheting down the whole seam. You can really get creative with it. It's whatever you'd like or prefer. And after that, you're done.